Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Now, I've got a little smile on my face, despite, as you can see, the score right here, where we've lost. You're probably thinking, why? Well, you know why, most of you know why. Chelsea have qualified into the top four and made Champions League football for next season, courtesy of a certain team. I never thought I would be coming on here and thanking, or wanting to win, or wanting to even score a goal. But there we were. I was on my watch along and I was telling them, come on you Spurs. I can't believe I've done this. Tottenham Hotspur have guaranteed Champions League football for Chelsea today. You can't write it. I feel like the Matrix is just broken. We have literally broken the Matrix. This isn't how the universe is meant to work. Tottenham have granted Chelsea Champions League football. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. They managed to get a job done at Leicester and yeah, absolutely shocking. I don't understand how that ended up becoming the case. But Chelsea on a very, very poor day, a poor display overall. And we somehow still make it. We somehow still make it. If we go to other games, Liverpool did win 2-0. Leicester lost 4-2 to Tottenham. And Chelsea, as you can see, lost 2-1 to Aston Villa. Absolutely poor performance. I'm going to speak honest and clearly. Yes, we got top four and we should be happy at that. Fantastic. We are playing Champions League football next season. It will be Manchester City, Man United, Liverpool and Chelsea. So that's cool. Leicester will be playing Europa League football. But in terms of our performance today, that was poor, atrocious, horrible in every sense of the word. Today was a joke and it should not happen again. I feel like recently we've had too many atrocious performances. You know, we had the Arsenal loss, we had the Cup final loss, we had a bounce back at Stamford Bridge, and I'm starting to think maybe that was because of the fans, and then we lose to Aston Villa in the way we did today. Poor performance overall. We just couldn't shoot to save our lives. We couldn't create to even do anything. We couldn't prevent Aston Villa from scoring. Our marking was poor. All round. We were just all over the place. Let's start off with the lineup and how Thomas Tuchel actually went with the team today. This is what he went with in terms of the starting 11. So, Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Azpilicueta at right wing back, James as a right centre back, Chilwell at left wing back, Kovacic, Jorginho in the midfield. We had Mason Mount, Pulisic and Timo Werner up top. As we were playing and as it seemed like it was going on, the first 10-15 minutes, it looked like we were onto something. It looked like we were piling pressure on. We were creating. We had chances. We were just not being clinical. Same old story. We get the chances. We can't get them on target. Or we can't work the keeper. Or we can't even shoot correctly. We can't even connect the ball correctly. We just hit the ball. It goes that way. You know, like crazy. We saw it from Werner. We saw Mason Mount miss two chances in the first half. And it was just not good enough. Just not good enough. Pulisic was non-existent, you know, and what are you going to do? How are you going to score goals if your front men are just not burying chances away? We've got midfielders that just can't shoot, like Kovacic. He tried to take a shot. That didn't go anywhere. It's just not good enough in terms of that area of the game. Slowly but surely, Aston Villa started to get themselves into the game a little bit. And as we approach the end of the first half, it's just absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. Traore getting onto the space. It's a nice ball in. Traore unmarked. A set piece, and he's unmarked. Timo Werner on the edge of the box, ball watch him. We got defenders in the box that haven't picked up any man, and they're just, I don't know, marking zonal, or they're ball watching as well. But Traore runs right into the box, loads of space, nothing to worry about, gets the ball right in front of him, hits it, puts it in the top corner. Mendy smashes into the post and gets injured because of it. I hope he's okay. I hope Edouard Mendy's okay. He better be okay. There's no way we go into the Champions League final without Edouard Mendy. There's just no way. It can't happen. So fingers crossed he's okay. But that goal was so preventable, it should have been illegal. Really, really illegal. And Traore, ex-Chelsea Academy player, so obviously there's a bit of a storyline there. He didn't celebrate, so fair play to him. Fair play to Traore. He could have celebrated. It's been a while since he left Chelsea, so I wouldn't have been bothered if he did celebrate. He deserves to. So it was a good goal. Fair enough to Traore, but for us, poor. Poor defending, poor marking all over the place. Then we approach into the second half. We concede literally as we begin that half by a reckless challenge from Jorginho. Reckless. Completely needless. Reckless not in the sense of our breaking legs, just reckless in terms of timing. Completely reckless in terms of timing. Went in for the tackle. Traore saw where Jorginho was going. Dummied. Let the ball go in between the legs. Boom. Contact. Goes down. It's a penalty. And rightfully so. It's a penalty. If we're talking penalties, we get to the handball later on where VAR made a shocking decision. I don't understand how that wasn't given. I mean, I might as well address it now. If VAR is not giving decisions like that, just get rid of VAR. Simple as that. Just get rid of VAR. I'd rather go back to human errors and referees making human mistakes because at least there's a reason. At least we can look at that and go, he's only human. Now we got VAR where it's meant to correct mistakes and we're making things worse. It's just a shambles. Anyway, that's not the reason why we lost. Definitely not. But that's a shocking decision in itself. But the penalty, correct decision. Jorginho clips Traore. Traore goes down because of it. It's a foul. It's a penalty. 2-0. And at this point, you're just waiting for something to happen elsewhere. Leicester were winning at this point. So we were in 5th after we went 2-0 down. And the players knew that because they just come out at half-time. They knew exactly what was going on elsewhere. They knew Liverpool were winning. They knew Leicester were winning. They come out and they use that mentality. They use that lack of concentration. It's just not good enough. They cannot do that on a consistent basis. Thankfully, later on, Pulisic, obviously we made some substitutions. We saw Ziyech come on. We saw Reece James move into midfield. We went to a back 4. We saw Kai Havertz come on. We saw all sorts. Tuchel made wholesale changes. And we saw ourselves go a little bit more offensive. We saw Pulisic get a nice assist. Ball into the box. Goes across to Chilwell. Chilwell hits it low. Goes over the line. 2-1. And at this point, Chelsea begin to build some momentum. However, it's just not enough. It's just not enough and it's just not good enough in terms of chances, lack of chances created in the second half, lack of being able to take shots properly. Just overall, it's just not good enough. The mentality overall was just poor. You cannot go into a Champions League final like this. Now, we got away with murder because as our game was going on, Leicester conceded. Thank you, Gareth Bale. And then Leicester conceded. Thank you, Harry Kane as well, by the way, for getting the equaliser. But afterwards, Gareth Bale gets a winner. Gareth Bale, again, gets the 4th goal and seals the nail in the coffin, seals it for Leicester into the Europa League and seals it for Chelsea to get Champions League football. So if there's anyone to thank today, it's Tottenham and Gareth Bale, or Gareth Wales, as a super chat said earlier on. James, I'm sure you know who you are. He gave the super chat and he said Gareth Wales for sure. Gareth Wales. He fully owns Wales right now. And I think we all owe Tottenham and Gareth Bale a thank you. Because if it wasn't for them, we'd be playing Europa League football next season. Today's performance was just not good enough. And if we're going into the Champions League final, we cannot play in the same way. If not, we're going to face the same fate that Chelsea women faced against Barcelona. Simple as that. Simple as that. We need to be able to claw and dig deep when we have to. Keep concentration. The end of that first half was shocking in terms of mentality. Everyone lost their heads. We saw Azpilicueta lose his head. We saw Jorginho lose his head. We saw Timo Werner lose his head. We saw Chilwell lose his head. Everyone's just started losing their heads. It's half time, lads. What are you doing losing your heads? We're still in the game. It's only 1-0. Unbelievable. You cannot do that. You just cannot do that when the going gets tough. And this is the difference. This is what I was talking about earlier last week, where we just need to make sure we are strong enough up here. And right now, I'm worried. I'm worried that we're not. I'm just worried. Yeah, the Leicester game was great. We had 8,000 fans to spur us on. It was the heat of the moment. We done everything we had to do. But when we don't have fans, or when we're in front of a hostile crowd like today, do we not have it in us? That's a question I've got to be asking. You know, as I've said, moving on from that, overall we just still were poor. Thomas Tuchel managed to make the changes that he did, and I hope he had a word with him, and at the end he managed to reassure everyone that, yeah, you know what, we're good. He gave the thumbs up to the players to let them know we're good. Leicester have bottled it, we're good. We've got Champions League football. Everyone calms down. But that's the thing, you shouldn't be having to calm down. You should be at a level where you're able to cope with that pressure and deal with it. Simple as that. Just deal with it. And right now, it just doesn't look like we know how to deal with it. Now, the good thing is that Manchester City are going to be a side that I think in the final are going to try and take the initiative. For sure. Because that's the way they play. Aston Villa, as much as they did that with Jack Grealish and El Ghazi and all of that today, and fair play to Aston Villa, they played absolutely brilliant. So honestly, congratulations on the win. Great way to end the season. But I feel like Man City are going to be more attacking minded, whereas Villa at the back were very solid and at times were willing to just bring all men back and defend. I feel like City are not going to do that as much. I feel like in a final, it's all guns blazing for both teams. So we'll see what happens. It might suit our circumstances a little more. And I feel like playing against Man City, everyone is going to be a little bit more switched on. Because today, it does feel like in that first half, especially towards the end, we just switched off. We just switched off. And we shouldn't. There's no excuse to switch off. But that's just the reality. So, hopefully, we move into the Champions League final where we have a chance of becoming European champions. I hope the players understand this. European champions! Do you understand how big that is? For the second time in our history, we can become champions of Europe on Saturday. It's 6 days away. Guys, honestly, let's move on from this. We've gotten away with murder thanks to Spurs, Harry Kane, Gareth Bale. Yeah? Thank you, Spurs. Good luck in the UEFA Conference League next season, because you've made it ahead of Arsenal. So it's something, I guess. But congrats. And good luck to Leicester in Europa League. But we've got Champions League football next season. That shouldn't be a reason to not be motivated for the Champions League final on Saturday. We've got enough motivation in that game. The players need to be focused and switched on. Let's become champions of Europe. Simple as that. Let's go and get the job done. Now, the build-up to that game is going to commence from tomorrow. So videos are going to be very Champions League orientated, I think, as we approach the Champions League final. What I'm going to do for you guys tomorrow is react to my Premier League predictions from the start of the season. Yes, I'm going to give you a reaction tomorrow, and I'm going to give you a Chelsea news video, so you're getting a double upload tomorrow. But I'm going to give you my reaction to what I predicted and how wrong I am, because I think I've got some right, but I got a lot wrong. So make sure you tune in to see how wrong I was, and I'll give you another Chelsea video later on in the day. So I'll see all of you tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, much appreciated. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button, because Tottenham saved us. So smash it, much appreciated. And thank you to everyone that has managed to get this number up, as it always does. You are all awesome. Thank you so much for the love and support. I really appreciate it. I'll see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow. Take care and peace.